Right, there we will, of course, be on the blue carpet. Don't forget your high heels, Andy. And Dane, I know you're a styling pie. There's absolutely no doubt about that. You'll be there Monday night. Will you be wearing this? Because this is one of your finer accessories. From across here. What exactly is going on there with the old hat?
Yeah, it just keeps me head warm in the cold water, mate. Just I've got a couple of them that I'll pull out for the beach.
Can you do me a favour and play in that in the grand final?
If they'd let me.
How does favouritism status sit with you? Do you feel nervous?
No, not at all. I sort of haven't had time to worry about it because we've been playing. So thankfully, it's kind of my mind hasn't been sort of worried about it. But no, every time I get invited to the Brownlow, I don't get a vote, so so I don't expect too much.
You did well when you didn't get invited, though, didn't you?
That's what I mean. So maybe they should have invited me this year. I might have got a couple of votes.
As for good luck, you should wear the Spider-Man outfit again.
Oh, yeah, apparently they're cracking down on the dress code, so I might not get in.
So the story is the last time you weren't invited. This is the last time you weren't invited, and how many votes did you end up getting?
I don't know, roughly 21 or something.
And you were at home watching it on television. They were actually panicking apparently in the room, thinking you might win it. And you were wearing a Spider-Man outfit.
Yeah, it was our Mad Monday, so we had obviously our fancy dress, or our dress up. So I was actually did this house. I think we were actually going to get changed to head out, but we sort of sat down and I started getting a couple of votes, so we thought we'd watch it.
And you thought you better keep the Spider-Man outfit on because it was giving you good luck, I think.
The phone started going berserk. The manager started panicking. Thought, well, what's happened if you win and stuff like that, but. It didn't happen.
That actually happened to Dipper the year he won it. He had to come in dressed Super Mario, I think it was. That's him on the right. I think it's fair to say.
We're going to take a break. Dane Swan's going to stick... welcome back to the show. Dane Swan from the Collingwood Footy Club, our very special guest. Hard to believe you've got 33,000 members who won't be able to get into the grand final. It is a staggering thought when you think about the numbers they've got. We've actually got the opportunity to give two of those members the chance. In fact, it's open to anybody, but surely Collingwood members will swoop on this. Thanks to Toyota, their legendary moments of the decade. Tell us in 25 words or less why you should have those last two tickets to the grand final. Send your email to that address there. We're going to announce the winner next Friday night. It's on the special before the game grand final show.
Could you put in, say, I want the tickets so it stops two mental supporters going? Or...
that may get you over the line, I'm not sure.
Do people badger you? Use your phone ring? Do people going, we want some tickets, mate, can you help me out?
Yeah, a little bit. It's starting to happen, your mate's cousin's uncle who met you 6 years ago wants coloured tickets, but obviously I just give my tickets to the people who've come supported me every week, so everyone else, you're not getting them.
We might ask you about your allocation of tickets in a minute. At this point in the show, we're going to say goodbye to Perth and some regionals around the place who are leaving the show for the footy. And they're gone. How many tickets do you actually get as part of your player allocation?
Then we get 2 for free and then get the opportunity to buy 2. So I think we get 4, which is not great.
So you whack on the show for us every single week. You put the show on and you get 2 freebies.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, isn't it? But and I think the blokes who don't play get just themselves in. So.
Can I have the 2?
Yeah, no worries.
Yes, sure.
Well, I thought I'd ask. I mean,
Now, Dane, as a superstar footballer, you did earlier this year meet one of the world's most beautiful women, Miranda Kerr. You and Alan Didak got to meet it. Oh, there we go. Wow. Was this a highlight of the year?
For her, yeah.
Just a note for the future, if you could not be funnier than us, that would be appreciated. But you're not the only one down at Collingwood attracting the beauties, I've got to say. Simon Prestigiacomo and Dale Thomas arriving at training recently, and... Hello.
It's his mum, I think. Supporting, yeah.
Hey, Dane, I have to ask about the tats, because you've got a lot of ink, we all know that. Can you remember your first tat?
Yeah,
What was it?
It was the sort of wings on the stomach.
Was it wings? And you got that at an early age? What age would it have been?
4.
I think we've got some footage of that even younger. I think this is you at age 2.
I was pretty close.
I reckon you might know something was coming up then. You going to the footy tonight?
No, I'm not.
Okay, well, the game's you'll be able to watch it on Channel 10, of course, and I'm sure you will be after the show, Dane. It's going to be a very, very big game to see who's got the right to take on Collingwood in the grand final next Saturday afternoon.
I'm excited about that. I'm looking forward to it. Hey, the Saints, of course, playing tonight, and their favourites going to the game, but a lot of pressure on the Saints and a lot of pressure on people around the club. Football manager Greg Hutchison was asked this week about the closed training sessions, and I think he mixed up the meaning of a closed training session.
The opposition and other clubs respect us, and we respect them when you have closed sessions, and we don't try and hide anything.
Closed session, not hiding it. I'm confused.
Now, Travis Cloke's father is obviously was a legend footballer, David Cloke, but your father, Swanee, was also a legend footballer in the VFA.
Yeah,
wasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. He's got the he played the most games, got the league record for most games played.
Yeah, now this is him in the grand final in 1990. This is the goal to win the game. I was at that ground on a footy trip up from Warrnambool. To be honest, I can hardly remember it, but I mean, that was amazing. Did he talk to you about that moment?
Yeah, he's pretty insular, Dad. He doesn't like to talk about himself too much, but you know, when he gets around the boys, his old teammates, he tells everyone he's kicked it from the wing now, so it's getting further and further every year.
It wasn't quite the wing, but it was a fair way.
I suspect he's been one of the most influential people career as well. I'm interested to in relationship with Nathan Buckley, because you said in an interview this year that early days you reckon he didn't cue because you yourself thought you were lazy. I presume that relationship has changed.
I hope so. He's coaching a couple of years.
When did it change?
Probably when I started to play well. I don't know. I don't know whether he didn't like me. He didn't think that I was trying to get the best of myself, and I was not going to take the Collingwood Footy Club to a premiership. And he was that driven. He's that much of a perfectionist, and all he wanted to do was win a premiership. He just wanted one with him, and you know, back then I probably wasn't. And yeah,
because there was at that stage, and you still count them as your best friends. Ben Johnson, Chris Tarrant, Alan Didak. You were the brat pack at Collingwood, but you're now the best players. I mean, that was a massive shift, wasn't it?
It'd be nice if Taz come back, and then we'd all be together.
Where are you going?
Back?
Where are you going tonight?
Yeah, might see Chris for a bit. He's turning 30, so
he's having the party tonight.
He's no.
Well, no, it's not a party.
Yeah. No, I'm driving. I'm going to drive and say hello.
I'm not saying anything. You're catching up with him, was all I'm saying.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Would you push to have him back in your defence?
I'd love to have Taz back. I'm pretty biased, but he's been a fantastic defender, and you know, he's changed his ways a lot, and I'd love to have Taz back, but that's certainly up to you know.
So you're going to his place. You're not going to the game. You wouldn't go to the game tonight.
No, unfortunately, I couldn't get a ticket to the game tonight, mate. So
as discussed, it is going to be a big game. You'll have a laugh.
Dane, we're going to let you go. A huge week coming up for you personally, but for the footy club more importantly. It's been a joy to have you on the show tonight. It's been great to see you in the sort of form you're in here tonight, and have a great week next week, and good luck on Saturday.
Cheers, thanks very much.
Dane Swan, everybody, our special guest on before the game. We're going to take a break.